Dear student, here I want to give you a very brief description or understanding of how a computer works. So consider a computer as a friend, our friend Joe. This friend of ours is either with us at home or in our offices at work. And our friend Joe has a brain which actually enables Joe to make decisions. Joe expects us to tell it or to tell him something that we want him to do. When we tell Joe what we want him to do, Joe makes the processing by taking instructions from a code which we write in the computer. And then John delivers the output that we want, either displaying something on the monitor on the screen, either producing some sound if we are playing music, or projecting something through a projector, or actually sending a document to be printed out in the printer. But when Joe is doing that, during processing time, Joe uses a temporary memory. So memory is like a place where Joe can store information for a short period of time when he's making decisions. Assume we have given Joe 10 tasks to do today. If Joe does not remember the tasks, he will forget other tasks. So a memory serves the purpose that Joe can store information that we have given it through instructions in the temporary memory, and then Joe will be taking instructions from the memory because it remembers. So it remembers, it does one thing, it remembers again, it does third thing, it remembers, it does the fifth thing until it finishes all the tasks that we asked Joe to do. Now we have a permanent memory here. A permanent memory is used to store something. So like we were working with Joe today and we are done with the work. For example, let's say we ask Joe today, we want our computer, we want to type a letter, or we are writing a book that we have to save because we cannot write the book today and publish it today. So we'll write a certain chapter today. Maybe a book will take us a year to write. So if we are writing one chapter today, we need to save that so that tomorrow we continue with another chapter. To do that, Joe has to use now a permanent memory, not a temporary memory. Because with the temporary memory, when the power goes off, when we switch off the computer, everything that is within the temporary memory will be lost. So we have to save our work so that tomorrow, when we come to continue writing our book, we can actually retrieve the file that we had yesterday and continue writing. To do that, we have to save that in permanent memory, which we call hard drive, HDD. So when we save it in permanent memory, even when we turn our computer off and go to sleep, tomorrow if we wake up and turn on the computer and go to the memory, we'll be able to open our work and continue writing our book. That is a simplistic description of the functionality of a computer. So there are several things that we can use to give computer instructions on what to do, like a keyboard is where we type things. A mouse is like you see that now I am showing different things on the screen like input, output. You see an arrow that is moving, it's through the mouse. Joystick is the one that we can use. For example, we can connect a joystick to this computer to play a game. So it's giving or it's telling our computer what to do through the joystick. Joystick helps us to give it instructions on what to do. But also, we have something called a computer program or computer programming. Programming is actually giving our computer a set of instructions, telling it exactly what to do. So we write a code, a piece of small code, either like the one we did with Arduino. We write it, we give it instructions, and then the computer will take that instruction or will take those instructions and process them through the processor, which is the brain, and make decision on what we want it to do. So we might give it instructions, let's say to turn on the lights. We might give it instructions to turn off the lights. We might give it instruction to provide an output sound, and so on and so forth. So we use a computer code or a program to give our computer instructions. Thank you.